development, in fact, great development as far as sports is concerned. After the historic victory of the T20 World Cup era, which all of us are still trying to get over, a new era has officially begun for Team India. We all knew the final in West Indies was Rahul Dravid's last match as the head coach. But who would be the replacement was the question. Now we have an answer. He's the winner of the T20 World Cup 2007 and ODI World Cup. He won the Man of the Match award in both these finals. He's a firebrand, both on and of course off the pitch. We're talking about Gautam Gambhir. The 42-year-old takes over the reins of a team that is fresh from winning the T20 World Cup and is eyeing to conquer the ODI and Test formats as well. Now, Gautam Gambhir's first assignment, in fact, as Team India coach, will begin with a white ball series against Sri Lanka in the island nation. BCCI Secretary Jay Shah made the announcement of the new head coach, terming Gambhir as the ideal person for Team India. Gaurav Gupta, Senior Assistant Editor, Sports, Times of India, joins me this morning. Gaurav, great to have you back on the show. In fact, it's such great news that we're connecting on. There were a lot of questions, like we just told our viewers, about who would potentially fill in those big shoes. Is it right to say, after all, this is a great fit, considering the fact that whatever Gautam has touched in the capacity of course, an individual player is one aspect of it, but when he captained, that is, of course, in the format of the IPL, but whether it was in the format of that or even mentoring them, they went on to win. But there would be more pressure as far as heading Team India would be. Gaurav?
Big thank you to have me on the show. Well, it's a wonderful news for Indian cricket. I think Gautam will do an excellent job and carry forward the legacy of Ravi Shastri, after that Rahul Dravid. Gautam will, of course, be a different character, but he's proved himself in the IPL. He's been a brilliant mentor first with the Lucknow Super Giants and then with the Kolkata Knight Riders. The KKR's fortunes completely, went upstairs once he took over, and they won the title this year after finishing like 6th, 7th last year. He's a no nonsense man. He's somebody who will take Indian cricket forward. I thought Dravid was somebody who chose to keep himself in the background and sort of give the players all the limelight and sort of and I think there's a wrong perception about Gambhir, that he's somebody who will want the limelight and he will assert himself way too much. I don't think Gambhir is that sort of a character. I think he completely believes in teamwork, doesn't believe in star power or an individual dominating the team, he's pretty much a team man, and he'll let the players take over, and he's been a part of the system, so he knows how what works in the Indian team and what doesn't. I think it's a brilliant move by the BCCI. He's somebody who's passionate, who plays with a lot of, and he's also, it's time to have I think the BCCI feels it's time to have a strong a coach with a strong character and somebody who's assertive, because we are ultimately going to move into a transition period. We have seen Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli and Ravindra Jadeja retire from the T20s. I expect them to, one of them to sort of, bid goodbye to the game next year. I know I'm saying a big thing, but that's what I think. And I think for those kind of transitions and those kind of retirements, you need somebody who's a bit assertive and sensitive. And I think Gautam is the perfect guy to do that. And to sort of implement a sort of a discipline in the dressing room. We saw during the England series earlier this year, there were a lot of players missing the series. Not all were missing the series for the right reasons, for taking injury breaks. It was just before the IPL. That sort of nonsense, I don't think Gautam will tolerate. I'm being frank here, but I think he's a wonderful character, a tough character, and I think he will instill that team, that steel in the team, that fighting spirit, and he's done a good job in the IPL. And I think he knows how to keep himself in the background and get the best out of the players. So I think it's a wonderful move by the BCCI. I really congratulate them for this. I think it will be a smooth transition. I don't think people were confident about Rahul Dravid doing a good job before he took over the Indian team, saying that when he was saying that coaching the Indian under-19 team and India A is different as compared to coaching the senior India team. But he ultimately did end up doing a fantastic job. And before that, Ravi Shastri also had little coaching experience. He had more experience in commentary than and in playing the sport than coaching. but he also ended up doing a wonderful job. So I expect Gautam to do a similarly fine job. And this whole argument that because he's not been a coach, he will not be a good coach at the international level because he's not coached a domestic team or an IPL team. I don't think that argument holds, because as a mentor, he has been influential. Remember, KKR took several good decisions this time, opening with Sunil Narain, who hadn't done too much with the bat in the past couple of seasons. Gautam realized his value at the top of the order. So a lot of strategic calls are required. And I think from what I have followed of Indian cricket, I think Gautam will be wonderful. He's a no nonsense man. He's somebody who calls a spade, and you need that sort of a character to sort of lead the team. And he'll play second fiddle. Don't believe those who tell you that he will sort of try to dominate the show from the captain. I think, and most importantly, this is a transition period of Indian cricket, as I said, and you need a character like him to sort of shepherd the team into that phase, wherein a lot of youngsters will be coming along. There will be captaincy candidates as well: Shubman Gill, Shreyas Iyer, or maybe
Hmm.
even Jasprit Bumrah. I mean, Gautam is somebody who will know the right people for the right job. He's somebody who's been a tough character. Remember when he was captaining Delhi in domestic cricket, he would ensure that Delhi would play on bouncy wickets, fast wickets, to ensure that they would qualify for the knockouts. They had the easier option of playing at the Firoz Shah Kotla on slightly
Gaurav, although I would
flatter
have
track.
loved to continue this conversation, I'm afraid I'd have to interject you. But on a very, light note, we have one Gigi giving us his perspective on the other Gigi, the man of the moment, in fact. But very interestingly, how you've drawn perspective here, because this is modern era of cricket. Like Jay Shah also did state in that social media post, under him, of course, we probably have a lot more to our credit. Only time's going to tell that. But thank you very much, Gaurav, for joining us here this morning. And on that note, that's all I have for you in this edition of the Morning News. Thank you very much.